Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out unwritten rules in the US, why nobody talks about them.
Yeah, new channel, I believe. Don't think we checked this channel out before. Apparently this covers different topics, not just your tipping and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we're checking it out.
Here we are.
Should we get into it?
Let's get going.
Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. We would honestly really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get into it.
I'm excited to see some difference.
Hey guys, welcome to Lingua Marina. Today we're going to talk about unwritten rules in the USA. I've lived here for 7 years, and it's interesting how this culture has a lot of rules that people don't talk to you about, but then you only realize when you are in a situation that I've been in. I did this creator economy party, which was supposed to start at 4 p.m. I'm like, okay, 4 p.m. I had a lady who came in to cook for us because I expected at least 15 people. And she cooked everything, so everything was ready at 4 p.m. Guess what? The first guest showed up at 5 p.m., an hour later. And I actually realized that, you know, this is a common thing when you invite people for a party. If it's not, because I never said it was like a formal dinner. When you say, oh, let's gather together like at 4 p.m., they're like, oh, that means if we gather at 4, probably last till 8 and I will come later. And so a lot of people came later, so the food was all cold. And I was a bit upset because I expected something different. But then, you know, a month later, when I had another party, I just didn't expect anyone to show up at 4. So I just chilled on my terrace, didn't really start cooking until the first person arrived. Yesterday, I was at a dinner, which was kind of a formal dinner, and they told us to arrive at 6. I arrived at 6:10. I'm still doing this thing. I think it's European, right? When you arrive right on time. But anyways, I arrived at 6:10. Of course, I was the first person. Of course, my friends haven't even started cooking yet. The next couple showed up, I think it's 7, and the last couple, they showed up at 8. So it's like, you know, people are so relaxed here, and if it's a party, that means that they approach it in a relaxed way. You know, 4 p.m., I'll come at 6. So it's common, just don't be surprised. Oh, and of course, never come early. Just don't do it, because if you come 10 minutes before the party, the host will still be probably sleeping or whatever, or just doing their whole thing. So don't do it, unless you're very close friends. Interactions,
I think we would arrive on time unless stated, oh, people are arriving from 4 or...
I would say it's pretty normal. Like if it's a party, if it's a party, parties are different.
Yeah, if you're having a sit-down dinner where she's cooked, then you should probably state that before.
But even if
you're doing a buffet, why does it matter if people?
Yeah, exactly. It sounded like she was doing a buffet as well.
If she was doing a hot buffet, though, she should have stated that to people. The buffet will be served from 4.
Yeah. What you should do is really. I mean, in the UK, we like if we're having a barbecue. What time do you want to get us to the barbecue? You know, we'll start at about 3 o'clock. I'll do food about 4:30, so people know that if they want food.
Yeah, I wouldn't do half. I wouldn't even have done hot food for bang on the time you tell people are going to arrive.
No.
By the time you've done your intro and everyone's comfortable, got a drink and stuff, you're talking that's half an hour in at least.
Yeah, and also parties. Like I think it's the same in the UK. If someone says I'm having a party 7 o'clock, you know, like, it's not a sit-down meal or anything like that. It's a party. People will just rock up at any time after that. Just not before, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's different if you're having a sit-down meal. Oh, we made reservations at 6:30. If someone rocks up at 7:30, that's just rude.
Yeah, but if you're doing like a casual buffet or party at your house, I feel like that's pretty expected.
Yeah, I think any time after 7 or something like that makes sense.
Maybe in like Europe, but like the UK, I would say.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about in the comments. But we agree with them, don't we?
With random children. Now, it's important to be careful here. I have 2 kids, and a lot of Americans approach them and say, hey, you're so sweet. Oh, your baby's so nice. But they would never like take pictures of your kid. There was a tourist, and she was a tourist. I knew it. She just came to Emily and took a picture, and that was so weird. And I just realized that
very weird.
Nobody does it in the US. There are a lot of
I didn't
people do it in the world?
I didn't tell you this. It's not a photo thing, but like a week ago, maybe before we went away.
Yeah.
Me and Archie were in the lift, and this lady walked in, and she was like, "Oh, hi to Archie," which is fine, like that's friendly. But then she started like rubbing his leg, and Archie was like screaming, like, "Get off me!"
Yeah.
And then she was like doing it again, like, "Oh, don't worry." And I was like, I don't think he likes you touching his. Why are you touching his leg?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
You don't touch other people's babies. You don't take pictures of other people's babies. Saying hi is one thing.
Saying hi is different.
But you don't touch or take pictures of other. You don't.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to other people's kids?
It's none of your business.
It's not. I don't think that's
weird, isn't it?
I don't think that's friendly.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, yeah, and she couldn't understand why he was kicking off. And she's like, "Oh, is he not happy today?" And I was like, "Well, would you like it if I started touching your leg?"
Yeah, no, I get that.
Like, it's weird.
That
I
is
don't know.
weird.
Some
But
people
interacting is fine. Like today,
Talking, yeah.
there was a baby there. I was like, "Oh, hello, baby."
yeah,
to
but you
the
wouldn't go up
baby
and start
stuff.
stroking the baby.
No, exactly. I wanted to go, "Oh,
weird.
Gia."
Weird. Some people are
Policies
weird.
that protect children from being photographed in public. So never do that. No matter how cute the child is, don't just come to the child.
Why
like,
would you
"Oh,
want
the
to?"
child is so cute, I'll take a picture. And don't touch the kids. And never ever give them anything. And it
Yeah.
applies to dogs as well. I live in
Just say
California
hi.
where people care a lot about health. Like if somebody gives a sweet to a kid, I had my friend complain for hours to me that she was trying to not introduce sugar to her kid unless she was 4 years old. And there was this lady in the street that gave her a candy and she ate it. And it's like, there is also like this tradition when, you know, Halloween and candy is everywhere, but I'm also trying to make Emily stay
Yeah.
away from those
But-
candies. But anyways,
That's another thing. You
You
don't,
want
you
one?
don't know allergies.
What's
Why are
that?
you giving people's kids food that you've
Very
asked the
true,
parents
yeah.
about? Halloween is different because you're walking around it. They're expecting candy.
Yeah, they're asking for
They're
candy.
asking for candy in a way.
Yeah.
You don't give a random kid in the park sweets.
Exactly. Exactly.
never give anything to a child. And yeah, never take pictures. Oh, never jump the line. And in the US, you have
I
the
hate
road,
this.
but you
Yeah, I
also
hate
have
people
like
jump
this
the line.
ramp, which is always free. It's for if something happens, like you can park there. Not even park. You can't just park there. You only can go there and stay there if something is wrong, something's happening. So basically, I was driving with a friend who was not from the US. And so it was like a standstill traffic. And he went on this ramp to just go straight ahead and, you know, get ahead of everyone. So people started blocking his way. They were like,
Oh,
you can't
wow.
do it. This is
though.
a ramp. This is not for you to get ahead of the traffic. So never cut the line in the US. This
Yeah, there's a
applies
reason
both
why everyone
to
else is
when you're
waiting.
driving. And this also applies to when you're just standing in line as a human. Don't get in front of everyone. Personal space, especially in 2022 when people are still scared of COVID. I was in line a couple of weeks ago. I was in line at Walgreens and I was too close to a person, like maybe this close. And he was like, "Excuse me, can you please back off a little bit?" And he was super polite. He was like, "Can you back off a little bit? I might have COVID." So he kept explaining. But I also understood, even if he didn't have COVID, it was a bit uncomfortable for me, especially at these times when we have this disease. So he asked me to back off and keep the distance. I think
That's
people
fair
now
enough.
assume that we still
I feel like in the UK, people do like the personal space, and they would feel uncomfortable in the same situation. But we
Would not say
we
it.
wouldn't say anything. We'd just
We'd
put up
maybe
with
make a
it.
comment to the person if you're with somebody like,
May-
oh, they're like, maybe
Yeah,
if
some
you're
people
feeling a
would
bit
do that.
ballsy. But I don't think anyone would turn around and say, "Look, can you just?" back
Some
off?"
people would, but most wouldn't. I think.
I wouldn't.
And Americans just are a bit more brazen, confident, and just go, yeah, which is fair enough. Completely fair enough.
keep 6 feet distance from each other at public places, at least here in California. And a lot of people still wear masks here, though they don't have to. It just tells you about like how cautious people are. And I think if you're a member of your community, you need to appreciate other people's, you know, attitude to what's going on in the world. And
Yeah.
sometimes at a party, when you want to be closer to someone, and I notice this because when I'm at a party, my voice is like, it mixes with a crowd, so I want to be closer to a person, and sometimes they would just back off. They're like,
Like, whoa, what are you doing?
who's this weird lady trying to be so close to me? So if they do that, stay where you are. Don't be like, oh, hey. You will notice, sometimes it's really weird. Like you approach someone, like, hey, and they will be like, hi. So it happens. Just it's an unwritten rule, and this is why I'm making this video, so you know it can happen. Police. Now
Ooh.
here you need to be careful. When you are stopped in your car, make sure your hands are on the wheel. Don't do anything unless you're asked for it. So there were a lot of instances where, you know, somebody was a criminal, they had a gun. So police officers need to make sure you don't have a gun. So everything that you do should be super slow, and if they ask you for your driver's license, only then you remove your hands from the wheel and give them the driver's license. Again, depends on the area. Like, you know, in the US, you have really good areas, like where I live, Los Altos. I was stopped by police because I was doing an illegal U-turn. I kind of knew it, but I wanted to make a U-turn.
Yeah,
Like,
she didn't get
you
it.
can't make a U-turn here. If you do it once again, I'm gonna, you know, fine you. But then they just let me go. Or, you know, in some areas, they're really nice. In some areas, they are more cautious. So just make sure you follow all the rules, you stay calm, and you keep your hands on the wheel, and you only do things when they ask you for them. Shall I speak about bribing? Doesn't work in the US. Like, don't even try to do that.
What for, though?
When you are moving in public places in the US,
police?
always keep to your
Oh,
right.
yeah, for police.
Bribing
Yeah,
police.
that ain't gonna work.
I don't think that even works in this day and age anymore.
It will work in some countries.
Yeah, but like I don't think like the big like the US, the UK.
Oh, no, stuff like, well, I think we're talking like, I don't want to say countries, but you know what I mean. Because I'll just butcher a load of countries and everyone like, no, we're not.
Like on the road. If you're in the UK, do you walk on the left then? Like, if you walk in public places in the US, you always keep to your right.
Well,
if you use the escalator.
Sorry, I get what she's saying. If we're walking, someone heading towards you, yes, not the side of the road, someone's walking to you, everyone filters to the left.
No.
Yeah, you meant to stick left. That is the
That's
unwritten
not
rule.
true. If you're walking on a pavement, if there's people coming and I've got archery, I'll move either to the inside.
Well, no. If it's a wide enough pavement for people, you go to your left. If you're at work, you're in a corridor, you go to your left.
Nah, I don't. I don't. I just walk
you're
right
doing
now.
it wrong.
No, if there's children coming at me, I'll move to my right so that I'm on the outside of the pavement.
But that's different. That's different.
In town, I'll just walk whatever way there's no people.
Okay, example, avenue or town. Yeah, avenue or town.
The avenue. Okay,
No, the avenue.
what?
You're walking down. You ain't got any concerns about things. You should be left. If you're in an office walking down the corridor.
Why should I?
If you're because that is what.
Nah, you're
not going to get told off if you don't.
No, that is just controlling
So
my freedom of walking.
Oh no, it's not. But
No,
do you do the awkward? Oh, which way we're going to go? And then you both step the wrong way.
Yeah, I do that loads of times.
That's because
I'm like,
you don't go left.
And then I end up going, sorry.
That's why the whole left thing exists.
Yeah, but
So when you avoid that, it's
I don't
like
have time to
that's
think about what side of the pavement I'm walking on.
Well, yeah, but it's the same as like saying,
Nah.
when I'm driving, I don't have time to think what side of the road I'm driving
That's
on.
not the same.
Well, no, but that's what it comes from. It's the same in America, obviously, keeping to your right.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I don't do that.
Well, you can do that. You can
No.
do that. What do you mean it's helpful? It's not, you don't, like I say, if you have to go
sorry.
right, there's no issue.
No, I'm just gonna walk like a normal person
But that's like saying, why do you move for kids then?
because kids shouldn't be on the outside of the road.
Yeah, that's fine. So why don't you just make your life easier as well by going left
So
when there isn't a kid
I'm
there?
gonna go left when there's a kid.
No,
and
no.
there's gonna be like a little 2-year-old walking there.
Well, no,
And I'm like, I'm
that's
really
different.
sorry, but James told me I couldn't walk
No,
on the right.
No, that's you can do that. You can go on the outside.
There's always a kid when I walk.
And you can make your movement quick enough so they've seen you've gone on the outside.
No,
But-
I'm always there's always a kid whenever I go out. So
Next person we see, we're going to ask, do they keep to the left? If two people walking down a corridor, which direction do you go? We're going to automatically
I'll never
go
know.
left. I'll ring your ask her. Not right now, but we will after.
She'll be like, you're scared that she'll say.
No,
In the
do
video.
you know what? Call her. Go on, then.
Okay.
Go on. Call her.
Okay, guys.
I'm going to say, if she doesn't answer, this is awkward. And I don't know if people are still here or not, but
They definitely asked.
100%. Let me do the analogy.
Okay, wait. Let me tell her she's on video first.
If she's going to answer. Oh, will Millie get aired by her mum?
Oh, she did answer.
Hello.
Right, Mum. Just for a sec. You're on video, okay? You're in our video today, so say hi to everyone.
Hello.
Okay, we've got a bit of a question
Right.
to ask you.
If
You ready?
So if let's say you're at school or something like that, yeah, and you're walking down a corridor and someone's walking towards you, which way do you go to avoid them?
If they were walking towards me,
You were both walking towards each other. Is there a correct way you normally should go, which everyone knows, and you avoid it?
no.
You should go left.
James thinks that
You
we
should go
should
left.
that everybody in
Everyone
the
goes
UK
left.
goes left if there's someone
Yeah,
walking in front of you.
Yeah, we'll see. Telso's left.
Yes,
I-
there you go. Thank you, Tel.
Yeah.
But
See?
Mum,
No,
I just go to wherever there's a space.
You should always
I've
go
never
left.
thought about it. I would just go to wherever there was more room.
Exactly.
You know, but do
It's
you
the way I've
have
been
the same?
raised.
Do you have the same as Millie, where you have the awkward? You both step right.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't.
yeah.
Yes.
If you both go left, you don't have that issue.
Okay, I get it from my mum then.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
dance in the middle of the thing, and then go, oh, sorry, and then laugh.
Yeah,
She
well,
literally said what I said.
yeah, that's exactly what Mila said.
Oh well.
I think that's a you two thing, not not a
Tabitha's
people
left.
thing.
It's obviously just a bloke thing, I think.
Yeah, maybe it is.
It's a common
It's a man
sense thing.
Okay, well, thanks
Right,
very much.
See you later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.
I don't know how much you guys heard. You should have
I put
heard
it to
most
my
of it. But yes,
But
so
basically, my mum raised me the same way.
yeah, your mum's the same, but your stepdad Tel was the same as me, which I think it's common sense. Anyway, you ready?
It's so funny though when she went, no.
Yeah, I'm glad Tel backed me up. I'm glad he backed me up.
You always tend to your right. This is an unwritten rule to navigate in public places. The next unwritten rule is using Instagram and LinkedIn for networking. If you meet a person at a more relaxed party, like I would say, I don't know, the parties that I attend are like blogger parties. So if you meet people there, even if they work for bigger companies, the way you exchange contacts is actually by following each other on Instagram. And this is why sometimes you might see that
That's
some
very
Americans
American,
follow
isn't it?
thousands of people. This is their way of networking. They meet people, they follow them on Instagram just to keep in touch with them. If it's a more professional environment, people would follow each other on LinkedIn. So make sure you're keeping both profiles. Well, it's up to you, but I would recommend keeping those two profiles kind of up to date. Like with LinkedIn, you fill in your job history, your education history. You don't have to actively post there. You just, update it. With Instagram, posting once in 2 weeks or once in a month, like a photo, if you want to use it for networking, that would be great. Because I'm a creator, a lot of Americans are actually impressed by the number of followers, even if it's like 20,000 followers, which my husband has 20,000 followers. And when he networks with people and they follow them on Instagram, they're like, oh my God, 20,000 followers. So it's just good. Like if you want to be active on social media, it's good for networking here. And networking in the US is really important. Okay, small talk.
I don't know that if I was like properly into social media.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd post the content that I post on Instagram on LinkedIn.
No, I don't know what you were saying, Matt.
But she was saying if you want to post a photo for networking. On
You should say on Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah, but I don't think I would. I think if I.
Well, I think it's more of a.
But then I'm saying in the US, I'm guessing they're both kind of entwined.
I think more.
Whereas in the UK, I would say a lot of people would probably more use Instagram for the social side, and LinkedIn you wouldn't. I don't think anyone. I think LinkedIn would be primarily for work.
Well, I think people on Instagram will post if they've got an event going on. They'd post it on their Instagram story, all that. 100%. I think. I mean, I really don't use Instagram at all, but you see all the time like Instagram stories, which will be things.
I don't, but maybe that's just people I follow.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to think like clubs. I'm not thinking people right now. I'm thinking like a club or something. If they've got something on, they'll post it on Instagram.
Like a bar
stuff
or something
like that. And if you're networking, maybe it's a case of you posting at least people. Oh yeah, that person exists. Let's message about this opportunity.
I suppose similar
Even
to our Instagram page for this.
Yeah, that's the exact same thing, really. I guess. I mean, you run it, don't you? But I'm sure you post things, So go and check our Instagram out, by the way. Link in the description.
It's not very active.
Talk is everywhere. You start an appointment with a doctor, and the doctor is asking you how you're feeling, what's going on in your life. Oh my God, have you noticed how hot it is? I'm so glad that COVID is over. Or I'm so glad you no longer have to wear a mask. Or if you start a conversation with your banker, they would be like, how are your kids doing? Small talk is this way to make you feel more comfortable in a new environment.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. Business, your day-to-day. I can't imagine a situation without small talk. Even if you're checking out in Safeway, like a grocery store, they might say something, oh my God, you got those eggs, they're amazing.
I prefer small talk
Oh
in the
my
shop,
God, your
don't
baby's
you?
so cute.
Otherwise it's awkward.
They use the small talk all the time. I think Americans are very open and friendly by nature. And small talk doesn't mean that they're like way too interested in your purchases. I even know that in some stores, they have to do the small work and give you compliments on your choice. Like, oh, you're buying this mascara. I know for some cosmetic stores, they'll be, oh, wow, you're getting this mascara. This is my favorite. I've been using it for years. Now, sometimes it's actually in their script to make you feel better about making the right choice. Don't take it too personally. Well, you can, but when time passes, you will get used to it. At first, I was like, oh my God, they want to be friends with me. Like, this is me. Like, whenever people are nice to me, oh, they probably want to be my best friends. But then you realize this is actually culture, and I like this culture. Super open. It's just don't take it like too personally that they're interested in you particularly. They will be communicating like that with almost everyone they meet, which is great. It just establishes this friendly environment. And the last but not the least, smiling.
Ooh.
Sometimes not
always a good
smiling
thing.
is even impolite. Smile is again this attribute of a friendly culture in the US. That was it from me for today, guys. I hope it was useful.
Enjoyed
Those
that.
different ones, don't
That completely different to what we normally do. Obviously, we've got a lot of engagement as well. We've got Millie's mum in the video and Millie's stepdad.
Yep.
You didn't see him, but you heard him, hopefully, because he backed me up. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
What should we do?
Have a fantastic day, guys.
Before you do that, though, if you made it to this part of the video, should we write Unwritten in my comments? Unwritten.
Nashville.
Nashville. Comment Nashville.
In fact, no, Vil Nash.
Vil Nash.
Because
in
that
the
is random.
Yeah, Vil Nash in the comments below if you made it this far, because we know there are some of you legends. And if you are a legend, we mentioned it in a couple of videos. We're going to keep mentioning it at the moment because honestly, we can't stress it enough. It will really help us out, won't it? We're sorry for banging on about it, but you're a legend. You made it to this part. You want to support the channel. We do really appreciate it. If you could go to our we need to talk about the America trip video. Check out that sponsor and check out the free trial. It would help us out massively. Even just giving the free trial a go. You don't have to continue it. You can do if you want to. You don't have to. It's not like you have to pay a certain amount. You don't have to pay anything in theory. But just checking it out and giving it a go would massively help us. Wouldn't it? And what should we do?
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.